as you've mentioned in our top stories this morning, the remains of Pierre Korkie have arrived home. eNCA reporter Malungelo Boy is at the Waterkloof Air Force Base and joins us on the line now. Malungelo, very good morning to you, and give us some idea of what exactly has happened at the Waterkloof Air Force Base this morning.
A very good morning to you, Vega. Pierre Korkie's remains landed here at the Waterkloof Base at just before 7 o'clock this morning. Yolande officials from the Department of International Relations and U.S. Embassy, as well as Pierre Korkie's wife and their 2 children, were there to receive Pierre Korkie's remains. As we speak with you, Yolande, they have left the Waterkloof Base. What we know is that Pierre Korkie's remains will be taken for autopsy. That's when they'll exactly determine what was the cause of death in this whole dilemma.
Did we hear from the family at all at the Waterkloof Air Force Base, Malungelo?
Not at all, Vega. We have not heard from the family at the Waterkloof Base. Remember, this is a private affair. We're told as journalists to stay as far away from them. But the family is expected to speak to journalists this mid-morning, to speak publicly to us. And we know that the Yolande Korkie, as well as her children, will be part of that press briefing, really, to tell us about their loss. We can only imagine what they're going through. We also understand that government will also have their own press briefing on this particular issue.
And Malungelo, we know it's been a long wait for the Korkie family. We've heard from Yolande Korkie in recent months. She seems strong when, you know, in all this time that she has been present at press briefings and has made any kind of statement. What do the family look like today in particular now that they've had this closure?
Well, one of the things that we're hoping to hear from the family is when the funeral arrangements will be taking place, but also really just how life has been like, really, without Pierre Korkie and without this man that they've called their father and their husband. And the fact that we were told over the weekend, Vega, that Pierre Korkie was about to be released on Sunday when he was shot and killed on Saturday. So we're hoping also to get from them whether, you know, were they hoping that really Korkie was going to come out alive? That's the question also we'll be posing to government.
Who was instrumental in bringing the remains of Pierre Korkie back to South Africa?
Well, if you speak to government, Yolande, government will tell you that we've been talking with Yemeni officials in making sure that we bring Pierre Korkie's remains back home. But at the same time, if you speak to Gift of the Givers, who have actually been key in the release of Yolande Korkie, they will tell you that they've actually been negotiating with some of the tribe leaders in Yemen, who have been assisting them really to bring in the release of Pierre Korkie. Also, they've assisted them in the release of Yolande Korkie. Remember, Yolande, one of the things that Gift of the Givers told us on Saturday was that actually there was an agreement between al-Qaeda and the tribal leaders that Korkie was going to be released on Saturday. So government actually doesn't know anything that Korkie was about to be freed on Sunday, so they couldn't confirm that to us. So you sort of like could read between the lines, if I may use that, to kind of like figure out who played the key role in this whole situation. But at the same time, we know no one is prepared to be playing the blame game, if I may say so.
Well, I suppose whatever happens, it doesn't bring Pierre Korkie back. Thank you very much, Malungelo Boy at Waterkloof Air Force Base. And like we say, we'll hear more from government, we'll hear more from the Korkie family later on this morning.